You are listening to Pathways. I'm your host, Randy. Welcome to my search for answers and ideas not easily found on the well-worn path of society. Over the next few days, I will be interviewing a wise man that is known as Big John Lipscomb. He hosts a worldwide radio show called Don't Tread on Me, and you can hear him every day on GCNlive.com and theamericanvoice.com. Welcome to my show. Before we get into the big questions, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Well, I think I, like everyone, am a bundle of experiences, and my experience in this life is a homesteader, and I also own a heirloom seed business in addition to a bulk food business. But I have a radio show, and I'm rather a simple person in a simple life.
You know, there are 5 great questions about God, and I'd like to run them past you and get your take on each of them. The first one I'd like to get your opinion on is, how did reality and life begin?
Well, as I see it, all religions, mystics, philosophers are dealing with this precise issue. And my take on it is that it begins with consciousness. And that is all there really is consciousness. And you could simplify it and say we are a thought, or we are experiences within a thought. But to be a little more specific, I think the Creator, and I do separate Creator from God. I think those are perhaps 2 different definitions of something greater than us. But I believe that the Creator was consciousness. That's all there was. There was no space, there was no time, there was no matter. There was just consciousness in a void. And consciousness is self-awareness. And so as it was, it existed, it wondered about itself, and it said, who am I? What am I? And in that, all of reality formed. And when I say all of reality, I mean absolutely everything. We have large and small. We have fast and slow. We have light and dark. All possibilities had to simultaneously come into existence in that very moment of creation. Now, to go a little bit further, I guess what I'm saying is the Creator of everything is the cosmos and everything in it. So it is the tree, as the Buddhist refers to.
Yeah.
It is me and you, and it's the stuff between the 2 of us. All matter, or apparent matter, and we can talk about the reality of matter in another episode, is consciousness manifest. So we are the Creator, and the purpose of us is for Him to understand who He is. Now, like us, we have our faults, and perhaps our life is just to determine the good and bad of us, and to weed out. We try to overcome our iniquities, or maybe, as Christians say, sin. And that is what the experience of our existence is in this dimension, is to understand ourselves and to perfect ourselves, to become better people, a better father, a better husband, and just a better human being. Now, I think that is true for the Creator. I think that the Creator is saying, who am I? What am I? And we are playing that song. And He is coming to understand Himself through our existence and our experiences, and more importantly, our choices. We, and I think all religions, at least as they manifest today, have it wrong. They tend to externalize, as they refer to God and the Creator, as though He's separate and that He does things to them. He determines who they are. And I think the more accurate view is that we, and this is going to sound very blasphemous initially, we determine who the Creator is. Because only in that format can we have total free will. And He has opened Himself up and said, what am I? Who am I? And we are determining that in our choices. So as the Christians and other such religions look at the question of good and evil and that struggle that we all have internally and amongst and between each other, is the determination of who He is. And so it is a battle between good and light. He is absolutely finding out what parts of Him He might want to discard. And that's where we're going to inevitably end up. And I think sooner than later. But we all have that choice. We all have that path. And rather than thinking in terms of being a good person for the sake of being good, we should maybe think of it as, I make the choice of what I am, what I stand for, and how I live is more than just about me. It is about the eternal Creator. Am I going to help Him determine that He is righteous and beautiful and perfect? Or am I going to go to the dark side and therefore determine that He is not those things? Maybe the opposite, but it's in our hands. This world is in our hands. We're going to, and we are every moment, but as time progresses, we are determining whether we are a righteous earth and a good people seeking truth, or whether we are seeking deception and lie and power. Because there really is a struggle between light and dark, and it is probably better understood this way, it is a struggle between love and fear. And that is the struggle that He has from the very essence of the beginning. And that's my take.